Right, welcome back to a very special episode of Dave Austell Mountain Man. Now, currently working through the outline Wainwright, but thought about a different challenge for today. We're coming up to my 100th video on this channel, and I thought I'd try and walk the entire northern fells, 24 Wainwrights I believe, over 2 days. Starting with Dodd, that we're heading up now, and ending on Binsey. Now, bit of a delay already this morning. I intended to start at 8 AM, but several factors have caused me to start at 12, so I'm behind schedule. So hopefully I'll still be able to manage it. I might have to pick a different camp spot for the night than I originally intended and leave a longer day for tomorrow. But anyway, yeah, I've just been dropped off at Dodd Wood and heading up the good path onto the first Wainwright of the Northern Fells of Dodd itself, before we retrace our steps and head up onto the ridge on the left of Carside, Longside and Ullock Pike before up to Skiddaw. So big challenge. It's about 20 miles each day. Quite a heavy backpack on. I think it's about 8-9 kilos. So I'll travel light as possible. But beautiful walking conditions. Nice breeze, not too sunny. It's supposed to be a scorcher tomorrow, so hopefully I'll be fine. But anyway, let's get up this first one and summit Dodd. Let's go. Right, so we've just turned at the junction up to Dodd. We'll be retracing ourselves back down this path over up to Carside, but you can't climb Dodd without showing people this view. Absolutely stupendous. One of the best in the Lake District. Down over onto Keswick and Whitewater. I won't do too many pieces to the camera because it's 24 summits to film if all goes to plan. And like I say, I'm behind schedule, so I'm just going to be powering through. Right, here we are on the first summit of an alleged 24 of the day of Dodd. 500 and summit meters I believe. But yeah, cracking views over Bakestall. I'll give you a look at those in a moment. Down onto Keswick. But this is where our route takes us next. Back down the path and up to Carside, Longside and Ullock Pike. Yippee. Right, neat out of waste. We're already behind. Let's go. Right, that's me back down to the junction, call, whatever you want to call it, before you turn off left up to Carside. That's the path we just came down from Dodd, so I thought I'd better just compose myself for the serious climbing on a bit rougher paths. But sadly these trees are blocking the view of Whitewater, but yeah, that's fantastic over there to Carside Pike and the like. Beautiful cosy pike. Love the shape of that one. I'm just going to compose myself. Like I say, alleged 24 fells, all the northern fells. I don't know if I've got it in me, but I'm going to try my hardest. Right, so here's where the path begins up to Carside. There is a dog gate, but it's a bit rougher and steeper from here, so just composing myself. Right, let's get up here. That's just looking back at Dodd, where we've just descended, and straight across the path here. Again, looking over to Whitewater and Keswick. I just thought I'd pace myself, there's no rush. I intended to do it in 2 days, but if it takes 2.5, 3, I'll be fine with that. I'm not back till work till Monday, so I've got today, Friday, Saturday and Sunday to get round these 24. I'd like to try and do it in under 48 hours, but with the late start this morning, it's made it very difficult. But we'll see. I've got plenty of supplies for 2 days of walking, 2.5, so should be all right. There's plenty of water on this round as well, so I just need to get up to Carside, and it's a large chunk of the ascent done. This is the tricky bit of Carside. It's quite rocky. I guess it could be very slippy in the winter, and it's quite a big drop down there, so you just got to take your time. Pick the most solid route. It's the first time I've done a hike really with heavy backpack on, and you can see how it disbalances you. I'm not used to that just yet, so yeah, this has proved trickier than it probably should be or needs to be. But we're over just about, and the path continues. So there's a junction here on Carside. When you get to this call here, you can go right, and that takes you onto the main concrete path up to the summit. Fairly steep, but I believe it's slightly easier, but I prefer going this way. It's nice mud, doesn't hurt on the feet as much, and you get that view back over to Bassenthwaite and Dodd for the whole route up. So I always take this path, and I recommend it. Right, so we're just joining the path to do the rest of the ascent up to Carside. That's a lovely walk up there. I like that path. And there's little Dodd all the way down there now, so it's up to about 700 odd metres this one. And then Longside and Ullock Pike are just too short up and down before the real ascent begins up to bloody Skiddaw. Here we are on the summit of the second of the Northern Fells, Carside, 740 odd metres I believe it is, but lovely little walk up there, not too bad. So now we're going to go for an out and back along here. There's Longside, and just below it there is Ullock Pike, before we retrace ourselves and go on a path that I've never been on before actually, this one up to Skiddaw summit, and that'll be the bulk of the ascent done for the day once we're up there. So here we are, just working our way up Longside, the third Northern Fell. That's looking back at Carside. We've just descended. So yeah, out and back here. And then we take that left path, which will go all the way up to Skiddaw summit, before we descend the back of Skiddaw for the long, grueling descent to Bakestall. A bit I haven't been looking forward to it all. Oh, aye, here we are on the third Northern Fell of Longside. What a view. We're looking over to where hopefully tomorrow evening we'll end Binsey. Just a little mound in the distance there, but yeah, still got one more down here, Ullock Pike, before we're going to come back this way. And yeah, just like I say, right on that path up to Skiddaw summit. You can't quite see Bakestall. It's blocked by Broad Stand, I think it is, at the end of Skiddaw there. But good, we're making progress now. Okay, there's Ullock Pike, number 4 for the group of Northern Fells. There's a bit of weather coming in actually. It's beautiful walking conditions actually. It is very windy, but it's cooling me nicely and it's keeping my pace going quite well. Just taking a bit of respite out of it down this bank here, because I know it's going to come back as I walk along here. But yeah, just out and back to that one. Right, here we are on the 4th Northern Fell of Ullock Pike. Absolutely spectacular. Probably my favourite ridge in the Lake District, that just so easy to walk. I've never walked this way along it, so it does look a decent amount of ascent to get back up to Longside. But yeah, it's very easy. If you continue down this path, you can swing back round to Dodd Wood, the start point. It takes no more than 3.5–4 hours if you're really unfit. So yeah, lovely little amble. Just be warned though, this is a path of doom really. It is very steep. It's unfinished. People have slipped and injured themselves quite badly on this path, so possibly a word of advice would be maybe do the loop coming up this way, so you avoid going down there. But yeah, stunning views, Bassenthwaite Lake, down to Dermot Water, Keswick. But now we're going up to Skiddaw, the highest northern fell at 930. I think some sites have got it at 940, but yeah, just up here. And then I'll probably collapse, but yeah, still a lot more to go. Let's get it done. Okay, so that's just down Longside, and what we're going to do now is bypass Carside, which we've already done, and this is now new path territory for me, and that's going to take us round up onto that very steep Skiddaw path, but hopefully it'll get the job done pretty quickly. That's it, just walking our way up this nice path actually to begin with. Looks pretty steep as we get a bit further up there, up to Skiddaw, but it's looking back at the ridge that we've done. Fantastic. Anyway, yeah, it's knocking 3:30 now. We're going 3 hours to this point. Sun sets about 9:30, so I've got 6 more hours to get as far as I can. Like I say, the plan was for Souther Fell, but I doubt I'm going to make that. I might not even make Blencathra today, so it might be Mungrisdale Common, but we'll see what the energy levels are like when we get there, how much daylight's left. Plenty of pictures up in these fells. It's all green, soft, grassy hills really, apart from Skiddaw. Oh, bloody hell, I think this is my least favourite day up Skiddaw. It's so steep. Oh. Paths eroding away. Short work anyway though, nearly there I think, just at the top of this rise. There we go, there's the trig, just over there, yonder there, nearly there, to the 5th of the day of Skiddaw, the highest northern hill. That's some climbing, not recommended. Right, here we are on the summit of the 5th northern fell and the highest one of Skiddaw. It's very windy, I'll show you. There we go. Bloody hell, I can't even stand up. This wasn't forecast, I don't think, and I've still got to get down to Bakestall next, and then we're going to be heading back this way over to Little Man, Long Scale Fell, down to that trig, and then we're going to start heading our way over to Mungrisdale Common. Mungrisdale Common, that's hard to say in the wind. Anyway, there's Blencathra over there. That's what I really intended to get done today, and over onto Bowscale and Bannerdale Crags, but I don't know, I might be pushing for daylight now, so see how far I can get. Like I say, this is quite a long descent, the bit I haven't been looking forward to, all the way down to Bakestall. There's no other easy way to do this one on if you're going to do this route. It's got to be done now. So we're just heading down Skiddaw to Bakestall, which is not this lump here. This is Broad Stand or Broad End, one of the, can't remember what it's called, to Burkett. Bakestall is just crouched in the corner over there by the fence. So yeah, it's quite a long descent. Right, so a bit of a new path for me, this one. I've never gone to Bakestall from this side, and I've never actually seen Bakestall properly. It was covered in 3 feet of snow last time I was on it, but yeah, it's just over this stile here, I believe. And then I think I might have found a cheat actually that I wasn't expecting. I was expecting to have to reclimb all the way back up to Skiddaw, but I reckon if I follow this fence I can cut it out and get over to Little Man that way. Oh, that's a time saver and an ascent saver. But anyway, Still quite a long descent onto Bakestall first. Let's get that done first and see where we stand from there. Oh. Right, here we are on Bakestall, the 6th northern fell of the day. Oh, I've done 4,000 feet of ascent, 7 miles, 4 hours. It's not bad going, but oh my god, I'm actually thinking of calling it here, unfortunately. I can't do it. I'm not as fit, nearly as fit as I thought I was. It's my first real walk with a backpack. That's 10 kilos of pain. And I'm just looking. I knew it would be Bakestall that I'd call it on if I was going to do it. It's just I've descended all the way from Skiddaw up there. Now I have to go all the way back over there to Little Man, Lonside Fell, down onto Latrig. I intended to do Mungrasdale Common, Blencathra, before going over to Bowscale Fell and Bandale Crags. It's just looking way further than I thought it was going to be. I started 4 hours late today as well, so it hasn't gone to plan. Oh, I'm not shattered. I just know I can't do that. And that's a lesson. I mean, looking at maps all you want, it doesn't look that bad, but you have to factor in the old bag. I've had a good experience walking with one of them for the first time, so I could probably get up a big mountain and camp on it, but this multi-day hiking business I don't think I'm capable of. Possibly things like the West Highland Way, the Cumbrian Way, where there's not a huge amount of ascent, and hopefully you'll have somebody with you. I can't do it solo either. I need somebody with me. I'm too afraid. I'm too afraid to camp by myself. I know it's getting dark soon. It's what, 5 o'clock now. I've still got another 4 hours of daylight or so, and I reckon I probably could get to Mungrasdale Common, but I'd just be so far behind schedule that I'm just not going to be able to carry on. But anyway, this is Bakestall. It's a fantastic place to end. Last time I was here it was covered in snow. I'll flash up a little bit of footage of that. I was sat in the exact same spot having a cup of tea, but yeah, this is just one too many. Binsey I planned on ending on tomorrow evening, but yeah, apologies. I think I'm gonna have to call it. I've just made a phone call to a taxi, aka my mother, to pick me up from the A591 to get back there in about an hour and a half from here. I'm still just chilling on Bakestall, but I just don't have it in me. I can't. It's hard. I know I'm a failure. Can't do it. I need I don't know if I'll ever even try again. It's not worth it. It's just in my mind right now, demons. That's the thing when you're on your own, there's just demons get into your head. I know I'm fine here, I've camped before and I know where I'm going, but I just can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. It's been a good experience walking, like I say, with the pack, but yeah, I know my limits now. Apologies. This was supposed to be the entire northern fells, 24 fells over the next 2 days, but I managed to do 6. Anyway, this one's a failure. Put it down to experience and we move on. Back to regular walks from now, and I'll leave the wild camping to the wild camping channels. Mossman Outdoors, Dave Allen, who are the Andrew Beavers. Other wild camping channels, Shackletons, I like them. Andy Wardle, Messner. I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh, I've missed somebody out. What's his name? Lyle Dog, Diz. I forgot your bloody name. Mal Greenley. Yeah, watch them channels. Don't watch my channels for camping. I'll be back with some more mountains, more outline Wainwrights very soon, once I've recovered from this failure. And thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you back out on the fells fairly soon. Peace. Oh aye, and Lee Barr's Butchie Boys Adventure. Top channel, you're going places, mate. Anyway, signing off.